Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about a series that's very close to my heart and I'm sure a lot of other people's. A series that's really misinterpreted by a lot of people on the platform, so I just ask for you to hear me out on this one. If you enjoy, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like and comment your thoughts.
I'm stressing, they still don't see my grind. They ain't singing the demons, I had to go and fight. Is this the old me? Maybe it's just the only life I'll ever know. This sad boy shit slowly took over mine.
Of course, I'm going to be talking about the Psycho series by Jesse Tyler Ridgway, also known as McJuggerNuggets. In a platform of anarchy, clickbait titles, and quick cash grabs, it'd be easier to say McJuggerNuggets' Psycho series was the same, and a lot of people that I know that have seen some of Jesse Ridgway's videos have mistaken his videos for cheap ways to get clicks and money, being a part of this freakout genre, but they could never be more wrong. If you haven't seen any of Jesse Ridgway's Psycho series videos, and or maybe you've just seen a Psycho Dad Breaks Blank, let me give you the rundown. The Psycho series was a series on YouTube created by Jesse Tyler Ridgway with the help of his family members, and it was portrayed as real for immersion purposes, but it also helped justify such a large audience. The Psycho series is a series of events that go down between Jesse and his family, revealing and relating the conflicts between him and his psychotic father, including the conflicts and relationships of him and his mother, brother, uncle, friends, girlfriend, and so many more. Jesse had claimed to be diagnosed as bipolar in the series, which would account to a lot of his reactions to stuff that his father had done.
Out in there, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't ever mean to freak out ever. It's fucking, I'm bipolar, okay? I'm literally clinically, I am fucking diagnosed.
It hurts me so much just to see that people can only see the freakout videos and don't see the depth in the actual series. There's so much that this video can't cover with almost 1,000 episodes of brilliant content, but I hope watching this gives you a reason to watch the series or helps you relive it. Jesse is seen as a dorky kid who just wants to play video games and he's clinged onto his childhood. Whilst his mother has a soft spot for him, his father wants him out of the house and to get a job. Throughout the series, it develops that Jesse is making money through YouTube, and he sees the mean of income would suffice as a job, but his dad being portrayed as a boomer character, he can't seem to grasp the possibility of Jesse making money and working without leaving his room and just carrying a camera around. As expected, this causes a lot of conflict. I'm going to quickly show a little trailer that someone made that Jesse uploaded onto his channel. I'm going to show just a little bit of it for now, but it'll give you a rundown of a little bit of the series.
I could play a game, careless, playing like Left 4 Dead and Halo and enjoying my time with my friends. But nowadays, you gotta grow up, right? I think that's maybe still one of those things that I convince myself that I'm grown up, but I don't feel it. I feel like I don't want to do that, because every grown up that I've ever seen isn't happy. You know, they're married to someone they don't actually love, or they're doing a job that they don't actually enjoy. And then they think back to their childhood.
Back when we were real little, I remember Dad taught us both how to play Mario, Duck Hunt, All-Star Baseball, track game. It was actually regular Nintendo before that.
My childhood, I don't want to let go of. I don't want to give up these things that I love so much just because I have somebody in my life that didn't get it. I don't want to have a guilt or a shame from playing something that should bring me happiness, and I should be having fun. I shouldn't be having to deal with this sort of shit at this age in my life.
It's like a vicious cycle that's going on. Your dad does this stuff that's really bad. Your brother's doing this shit that's very bad. Sucking you into it. And the only way you can stop it is by getting out of it.
I don't know how to get out of it.
I'm 23 years old, dude. I am back to being his slave. Force me to do a job that I don't want to do, destroy something that I love, and that he let me build in that building. Take my 30 grand, destroy consoles over and over again, till I crack. I don't know anymore. I don't know what I should do.
Play his game. If you act the good son, you get treated like the good son.
Yeah, if I didn't help you, you would have beat the shit out of me.
How many times have you tried to get away but failed? Maybe there's something in the way you do things, the way you handle things, that just isn't working out.
Why does it matter?
Because I'm your fucking brother.
And I've told you that time and time again. I've had to do it. And you need to get out of there. You need to save yourself.
Imagine for a second. Say you said something you regretted. Say you said it to a loved one. Say you said something and they got really upset with you and yelled at you. And they sent you to your room where you felt dumb, where you said something to a teacher and they made you feel like crap. Imagine you had to watch that moment. And again, and again, and again, and then everybody in the fucking world is commenting on it, saying, you're a dumbass, you're a dumbass, you're a baby, why don't you grow the fuck up? That'll fucking ruin you!
I really love that video. I thought that would be appropriate to put into this because I think it really captures Jesse's emotions and it shows how hectic the series really does get. There's so many things that I want to get into with foreshadowing, storytelling, and plot points, but to understand the gravity of the series, I need to first talk about the commitment and sacrifice made. The large majority of people on this platform, for the right reason, have a problem with videos being fake, and this includes McJuggerNuggets Psycho videos. Straight up, it was fake. Well, to an extent I should say. The characters in McJuggerNuggets Psycho series were playing exaggerated versions of themselves. Jesse could have continued to just make Psycho Dad Breaks Blank and just get some easy views, but he decided to take it so much further. See, Jesse just isn't a content creator, he's a writer and a very creative individual. He decided to turn these videos into so much more. He decided to tell a story, a very pre-planned story, which has never been done in the same way ever on this platform. And the recognition that it's deserved has not been given to him to the extent that I feel like it's needed. His family had to hide in their own home and shy away from their family and friends for the commitment of Jesse's series. This has affected everyone's life that was a part of the story, even going to the point of Jesse's father, more commonly known as Psycho Dad, having his job with the government nearly fire him for the belief of their videos. The extent of commitment Jesse and his family went through to tell this story was nothing short of spectacular. People in the series would see Jesse's dad and other characters as evil, manipulative people, but in reality they gave up everything to help their son on his creative endeavors. During Psycho Mum divorces husband, Jesse's mum could not be seen at her own house. She had to park her car away from the house. She couldn't be seen in public with her own husband. She couldn't even be seen in public really with her own family unless it was in the right situation. And there were so many situations like this in the story that it really shows the commitment that Jesse and his family made.
I think the beauty of the Psycho series was that it was portrayed as real. I mean, you cannot do that on television. Even reality TV, you know going into it that it's scripted to an extent. To have YouTube as a platform and to shoot it in this handheld style, I believed it was like, I just felt compelled to share this story, and I felt if people thought this kid was really going through all these struggles, and I know for sure after these years of people reaching out that there are kids that go through this stuff with abusive parents, and they have big dreams that they want to pursue, and there's so much stuff getting in the way of that. So to tell that story and you think it's real, you feel a very real connection to the character, and it's unlike anything in film or television.
And that's something to really respect. The amount of commitment that was put in and sacrifice, I don't think many families out there would do that. Jesse always planned to reveal that this series was just a story, but he would have to do it at the right time, which led up to the climax of the story, which we'll get into in a bit. And that's one of the things that really make this series much more special than a lot of people say or realize. I started watching these videos when I was really young. I probably started off with Psycho Dad's Shred's video games, but then I started consistently watching during Eagle's Landing, which was McJuggerNuggets' first consistent series in succession during the Psycho series, in which he smashes his dad's trophies and his dad breaks his Wii U, puts it onto the barbecue, and he's living in the tent at the back of his house because he gets kicked out. And that was the first time there was a big succession of day after day vlogs during the series, and this is when it really kicked off. The Psycho series has so much to it. It starts off with Jesse's dad breaking his Xbox because he's using his TV, all the way to the climax of Jesse unfortunately getting to the point of shooting his own father and fleeing the country. And trust me, it's not just because he was breaking his Xbox. There's just so much to it that I'm going to have to, and most likely will, make a part 2, but I'll try to cover as much as I can. From the intention of getting Jesse off the games, it turns into deliberate mental abuse and despise. Jesse getting kicked out multiple times, arguments climaxing with his brother to the extent that he smashes a bottle over his head, Jesse's mum and dad getting a divorce, Jesse's dad tearing down a little RV caravan, Jesse's dad stealing $30,000 flippin' dollars from him, Jesse's dad forcing him to make videos in a small room in which Jesse fills it with writing "I'm a psychopath" all over the walls, which has a lot more meaning to it than meets the eye. It's the same way his dad wrote it on Jesse's whiteboard due to his mother saying it when she told him that she wanted to divorce him, and that's just off of the top of my head. There's so many little things that are in the series and so many big things, it's just so hard to cover. Some of my personal favourite videos include Save Yourself, Dark Ridge Penitentiary, Psycho Dad's Drunken Rant, Paintball Prank Reversal. I like the Paintball Prank Reversal because it's the first time someone was actually on Jesse's team, which is his Uncle Larry, which is a very pivotal character in the series. And my all-time favourite is the legendary Psycho Kid Flees Country. It's all revealed in the end as a story when Jesse's camera falls down at the end of Psycho Kid Flees Country, and him and his dad have an emotional hug, and his dad thanks God that it's all over, which is very understandable. I don't want to get too much more into detail because I'm most likely going to be making a part 2, but if by the odd chance Jesse does see this video, I just want to thank you for all the laughter and tears over the years. I've rewatched the whole Psycho series multiple times from the beginning to end, and I just want to thank you for providing this free content for everyone. And it was just such a great story. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend it. Just go watch it. Just start from the start from wherever. Just make sure you watch it. You don't want to miss out on this series. I want to thank you all for watching. Let me know if you are keen for a part 2. There's so much more I want to get into. For example, the foreshadowing, all the little plot points, there's so many different events, what led up to certain events. So just let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys.
Over mine, maybe it's me. Blood brothers have slowly died. 4 days got me acting like my blower died. I'm over life, disappearing and going hard. Then sit alone and replay on our older life.